Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, residents of Gaia. I hope you're ready for a trailer that was only brought to my attention just a couple hours ago. I'm very excited. Always excited for more Final Fantasy stuff, especially since I have gotten addicted to Ever Crisis, and it's a horrible, horrible thing, and I don't recommend anyone ever getting addicted to games. It's a terrible, terrible crime. Yes, welcome to the next best thing. Who knew? That is my name. Surprise. As you can see, I'm very excited with the Buster Sword. Also, I forgot to turn on all my lights. Gird your loins. Prepare yourselves. Oh, I have a thing. We're going to do it first thing, and then we're going to do some Mass Effect, because that is the agenda today. Okay. You just get out of there. There we go. No, you get up. There we go. Now I can see. It's perfect. I need to see perfectly for this. I need the perfectest vision with the as Final Fantasy hair as I can get without spiking it up. I don't have the fancy product they have. There it is. It's called Hair Tonic. Ideal Scalp Care for astonishingly radiant and spiky hair. Yeah, I don't have it, so you don't get spiky, you just get edgy. All right. I'm trying to find what's called display capture. Oh, would you look at that? I found it. Let's see this. I want to see this. I'm very excited. 3 minutes of my life. Let's do it. Oh, God.
The world's ending.
Is this the one? Holy crack.
At least, that's what everyone's saying.
This sky, I don't like it.
You. Oh, this looks familiar.
Sir.
Yep.
Welcome.
Welcome to
To the
Junin.
New World Order.
Junin Harbor.
Fire!
Ah, I know that part. Because that sword
me you
doesn't
can't
stick
hear
out
that.
like a sore
A
thumb.
rallying cry.
Planet runs out of energy. It and everything on it dies.
Typical
We can
Barrett
overcome our
conversation.
fate.
Am I the same as these monsters?
Hello,
Am I
flashbacks.
Human?
We have a floor
Okay,
tickets.
We're looking
Wow,
for
that sounds
Sephiroth.
cheap.
Think you can find him?
Oh,
Kate Sith.
Sephiroth. You see,
Does he have an Irish
you
accent?
heeded the call too, did you?
No.
What are you talking about?
As you can see,
We've got a
brothers
man.
get together.
Okay, that's dumb. Shut
Our
up.
best
Get that
chance
out of
of
here. Give me my
finding
chocobos.
Yeah. I ask because I suspect there's soldiers suffering from cellular degradation.
Do
Okay, yeah,
not
that
be
makes sense.
deceived. You know the truth. Trust in me.
Oh god, that guy's dangerous. This guy was annoying as a kid, but as I grew up, he was fun. Hello, combat. Did he just eat materia?
On me.
Flashbacks. Always a good time. Wait. Did I miss something here? Was that like a combo attack between the two of them? I mean, I know that's where we're going into, but that's Sephiroth. Never realized he comboed with anyone. Interesting. Interesting. Summons, of course. Of course.
Look!
It's Disney. Oh dear God, with dancing. I didn't want that. I didn't need that. Oh, not that guy. Oh yeah. So we got mini games for sure. Mini games are good.
Excuse me. Could you look after my friend? Just for a bit.
You didn't have time to clean up. That makes sense. Just arrived. We should watch this again.
A weapon?
Tutelary creatures, set only to appear when the planet is in grave danger.
Who dares disturb my slumber?
Oh, there's
It's upon
Vincent.
us. The reunion.
I still think
when
Vincent.
worlds merge. I'm waiting.
Whoa. What do you say?
Disturb my slumber. It's upon us. The reunion. When worlds merge. I'm waiting, Cloud.
I mean, I kind of hate the whole like parallel world thing going on, but you know what? Whatever. We'll roll with it. I still bet you Vincent is gonna be delegated the same kind of role as Red in part 1. I bet you. We'll get him to like help out in the party, but he won't actually be playable. Oh, look at that, a little Sephiroth statue. I don't want that, but I do kind of want this case. Look at this sexy stuff. What is this? Moogles? Okay, pot. Everyone wants Moogles and pot. Pre-order bonus, of course. Fantastic. You want to see this again, Siren's Lure? You missed it? What, you want me to play it 3 minutes again? 3 minutes that I'll thoroughly enjoy? Let's make it quieter, I guess, and play through it.
The
Wait,
world's
there's subtitles, right?
ending.
Of course the world's ending.
At
Why wouldn't it
least
be?
That's what everyone's saying.
Yep, Doomsayers.
The sky.
The world will be saved, but will you? I want to say this is a reference to the original, where interviews, they've specifically said humans did not survive. We can try to spot the difference between the two Final Fantasies,
Don't like it.
right? But the fact that Zack is back in Midgar is alone already a difference. This looks about right, though. Oh, stop hitting the button. My keyboard's so sensitive. Yep, New World Order. Fire the cannon for celebration. So here, honestly, I kind of wish, I mean, it doesn't make sense that he would hide his Buster Sword, but I kind of wish he didn't have his Buster Sword on hand. It absolutely stands out. Junin City Hotel. Not a whole lot of people on the sidelines. You notice that? Like, it's supposed to be this big parade thing, but either they're really like keeping people off the streets, or it's like kind of a forced ceremony. Wait, where were we? Why does it go back, what, 10 seconds? 5 seconds. What does this look like? We got red. That's not the Lost City. Her rallying cry. Barrett's talking about the planet. Trying to think. You don't think this would be... Yeah, red is playable for sure. For sure. Absolutely. I'm just saying, I think Vincent is going to be what red was in Final Fantasy VII Part 1 and Part 2. I don't think this is this... I mean, given, they could add, right? They can absolutely add ruins that may not have existed previously. But yeah, I'm so excited. Like, we saw Red was playable, I think, in the previous trailer. He was in combat, and you could see him with all his stuff, his own little name and health and ATB bar. Yeah, you did need a fast chocobo. That's right. Oh, and just you wait. I don't know where this would be. I think this is just somewhere on the outskirts that you're just exploring. This is a mining town. Right? Could this be, what is it, the Corel Mako reactor, which is kind of become run down? And then Corel itself, right? Because this is where Barrett grew up, wasn't it? Or do you think this is Calm? That's like, no, Calm wouldn't be just, I don't know. I don't think this is Calm. Yeah. Cosmo Canyon. I mean, it's written right there. It's right there. I wonder where this could be. So yeah, we knew we were getting there. Showing that when they break, nature heals. Yeah. Broken down ships. And a lighthouse. I want to say this could be a new zone. That could be crazy. This is a beach.
We can overcome our fate.
Trying to change destiny. We know what this is. Yuffie area? Oh, Wutai? Maybe it's like beaching onto their continent. Or their side of the continent. Kate Sith. She had power stuff, did they? Were more like Eastern themed, right? I mean, maybe they had piratey stuff. I mean, I could see that considering like they've gotten so kind of beat down right? Since Shinra won the war. Maybe. What does that say? Kitty Wallop. Drop kick. Let's ride shortcuts. Lucky. I never used shortcuts in part 1. We've got the buggy confirmed. It looks a little bit more off-roadish than the other one did. Look at this! Look at this! Chocobo climbing mountains! Isn't that exciting? These need a place to practice, and Rogue are just pirates according to Final Fantasy 14. That's fair. Maybe. They did kind of... I mean, they're more like ninjas than rogues, I would say. But they've got a lot more of that Eastern aesthetic implanted in. I think this is around Cosmo Canyon, which would make sense. Your brothers down there having a little get-together. This is just dumb. But this is the beaches. Oh! Maybe those ships were somewhere along the coast of Costa del Sol somewhere. Maybe. Can't wait for that new KFC. No! 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 We do not eat bloody chocobos. The buggy just reminds you of the Mako from Mass Effect. Basically. As you can see. And I mean, what a convenient tie-in. Final Fantasy 7, Mako, reactors, buggies. As you can see, your brother's down there having a little get to the... What is... this is Costa del Sol, obviously. We cannot... So, is this like part of fitting in? Which doesn't fit in because he's got a giant sword. Or can you get outfits in this game now? Do you think we can get outfits? I mean, people have been modding it on the PC version forever now. So that wouldn't be surprising. So they're talking about... So he must be having this conversation with this guy about little brothers having a get-together. The experiments.
I ask because I suspect there's soldiers suffering from cellular degradation.
Do not be deceived.
So he's getting a vision to tell him, you're not degrading. He's just freaking out in the hospital. Here you go, Sirens Lord. Does this make you happy? You ready for some snake barbecue? And then we've got... What was that town called? Oh, this is under Junon. That's right. Oh, maybe that town we saw that I was like, that could be Corral, was under Junon Harbor. That would make sense. Yay, nightmares! Yeah, we like nightmares. Yeah, I don't know what this command is, but he's eating stuff. Get some tag teaming with Sephiroth. Obvious flashback moments that never happened. This is Alexander, if I remember. Notice that. Was he in Final Fantasy 7? It gives me Alexander vibes. Odin. What was that? Behemoth before that? Yay! It's party time. How many hours do you think we're gonna waste here just playing mini games? Oh, the dancing. Oh, this guy. Is it Dion or something? Chocobo racing is confirmed. And there was much rejoicing. You will be bored after 3 hours. Not with Chocobo racing! And Rock'em Sock'em Cloudbot. And we love this mini game that we played a million times on part 1 and definitely didn't rage all the time. Trying to get achievements.
Excuse me. Could you look after my friend? Just for a bit.
Where is he going? What do you think he's doing? They're all staring at something, the TV in the slums, right? So he saw something that he has to go investigate.
Could you look after my friend? Just for a bit.
And I wonder what it is. Ceremony. Okay, whoa. This looks a lot more popular than the first scene of this we saw. I guess maybe like they're all centered on the like inside of Junon, and like the outskirts where the parade starts is very like empty. I don't know, because there's not as many people. I can tell you that much. Like, let's see if we can go back. Wait, what is this? This is a new YouTube thing? What the Let's see. June. Where was it? Ah, you can see how not occupied it is in here, but we're kind of, I guess, just on the edge of town versus how busy it is here. I need answers. Who is this guy with the beard? He's got a beard. That can't be Sid. Who could this be?
A weapon?
Tutelary creatures. Set
This is
to appear when the
Emerald?
planet is in grave danger.
Who dares disturb my
Vincent. So this is okay. So they're not changing where. Hey, look, where you get Vincent, there's gonna be a chest. To make sure to grab that.
When the planet is in grave danger.
Looks like we do find Vincent at the Shinra Mansion like usual.
disturb my slumber.
So unless
It's an
this
honor
isn't the end, if that's the end of the thing,
when worlds merge.
then I don't think we're gonna see a whole lot of him. But if it's like mid game, then I think we will get him as a playable party member. Interesting, very interesting. And there was an interview, I believe, too. So that's at the end of February. Of course, they picked the 29th on 2 discs, the biggest advertisement they could possibly make. There was an interview, I think, recently. 7 Rebirth. 3 hours ago. What do you think of that? Q&A. Can you explain what we're seeing in the combat system? Is it the same or is it changed? I guess I could just like open this as well. Shouldn't I? Should I? Maybe. There you go. Should we make this huge? Make it easier. Oh god. Oh god, his face. Wait. There it is. Highlight the new synergy moves, which we got from the Yuffie DLC. Most from the battle system. This new mechanic allows players to use synergy commands and abilities freely at any time by using a gauge charge in a similar manner to limit breaks. Okay. So through the battles, players will feel the relationships and bonds they've developed between characters, and even more so than in the previous game. So more character development, always a good thing. We've also added skill trees as a new element of character growth. Yes! This is going to give me Final Fantasy X vibes. Or just the system that they implemented in Ever Crisis, which is a little bit unfortunate because I don't know. It's not the same. Through the battle, players will feel the relationships bonds. We've also added skill trees. You can unlock synergy abilities through the skill trees, of course. Makes sense. Abilities in a skill tree. Many new materia. Very excited with new abilities not seen in the first game. I mean, if this wasn't the case, I'd be disappointed. So I'm not even going to say I'm happy to hear this. It's just expected. So players will have even more options to customize. Yeah, that's expected. Glimpse of Red 13, also known as his other name, if you know what it is. Spoilers. His real name. Players are now able to control him directly. What can they expect in terms of abilities that make him distinct from everyone else? There's a challenge. Doesn't have an ATB gauge. Oh. Uses his own unique revenge gauge mechanic. His revenge gauge charges when he guards against enemy attacks, and he can spend that charge to use various abilities once the gauge is filled. He requires the player to strike a balance between offensive strategy using the ATB and defensive using the revenge. I really don't know how that's going to go. That could be cool or not so cool. I mean, given it's coming with the release, I'm sure it'll be cool. Let's play some music in the background here. What is this silence? Who just listens to me talk? Seeing Red and Kate shown as playable characters. Will he be playable as well? Will the party expand further? The original party members are all present in Rebirth. Oh, so we will find Sid. Red 13 became an accompanying member in the second half of the game. Second half? Second half? Please. In the last, like, 10% of the game. But will become an official playable party member starting from the beginning, similar to their characters who are accompanying members in Rebirth. That will become official party members. Okay, so all the members are present. Doesn't mean we get to play them all. So maybe we will get to play Vincent, or he'll like pop in and out for specific missions, and then we'll catch Sid at the end of the game. And then part 3 we'll get all of them. That makes sense to me. The viewers caught a glimpse of Alexander. Okay, I was right. There will be many other summons in the game in addition to those that have already been revealed. The lineup of summons has actually been fleshed out over and above the previous game. Do you mean like OG7 or do you mean part 1? Which, like, it's again to be expected above part 1. Side content based on a summon who did not feature in the original. Ooh, hang on. Maybe that was the one in between Alexander and Odin. That's the new one. Sneaking into Junon saw players partake in another minigame. We saw the parade and other mini games in the trailer. Will the same minigame from the original be playable? We've greatly increased its scope compared to what it was in the original 7, and the original Cloud sneaks into one of the units participating in the parade and joins in the performance. But in Rebirth, becomes a leader of that unit, can customize the composition of the soldiers. Oh, interesting. Chosen composition will alter the performance. All soldier units. It goes without saying that this also affects how the minigame is played. Parade to celebrate the inauguration of Rufus as the new president. It's the climax of the first half of the original game. What? Wait. Oh, first half of the original game. Making all the details for it. It's one of the moments I hope players enjoy the most. But do you reckon that would be halfway through this game then? No, it's got to be like a third of the way in. If you're going to include Nibelheim. Got him. That's a D's nuts joke right here. Saucer brawler. Saucer brawl D's nuts. And also, speaking of minigames, we got a fun glimpse of Gold Saucer. I think there are a lot of fans who point to the number and variety of minigames as one of the draws of original. But for Rebirth, we've gone all out and created a huge number of minigames on a scale that surpasses the original. So we're going to have more games. More games. More games. Shaking my camera. Many of these minigames can be experienced in the main story, but we also have a lot that appears side content, which you can only find as you explore the world map. There might well be players who get so caught up in all the fun of the minigames that they aren't making progress in the main story. That sounds fine to me. Gold Sauce is an iconic locale. How have you approached redesigning the amusement park? We'll first visit the Gold Saucer in the middle section of the game. Okay, so Junon Harbor, I'm pretty sure, is before Gold Saucer, right? Because you go to Junon Harbor to sail across to get to Costa del Sol to get to bloody, what's it called? Cosmo Canyon, right? I'm trying to remember. Or, do you guys remember the order? Was it before or after Junon Harbor? I want to create that motivation to make them want to come back. We designed the park to provide a changing and ever more wonderful experience with each visit. So new minigames get added, harder difficulty modes get unlocked as you progress the story. It's not just the minigames. Parts of the Gold Saucer seen in the main story have also been fully remade and upgraded. Okay. How much do you want to bet we're going to find Jesse in some way, shape, or form in like the actors thing? Trailer also shows moments of the party exploring lush exterior open areas. How do those larger areas work within? Okay. Once you leave Midgard, the team's main objective is to follow and track down Sephiroth across the expansive world. We put a lot of emphasis on the exploration-focused game design. With this title, as we want to create that feeling going on a journey. A little bit of Final Fantasy 15 mixed in here, maybe? Now you're several years into remaking iconic locations. Do you feel less pressure to match fan expectations when reimagining beloved areas and moments? They'll take them to various locations. We needed to recreate the massive world map that would also incorporate places such as towns and within itself. To do this, we dug deeply into the feeling of each region and reflected that in the graphics, creating different, diverse locations. On top of that, we designed chocobos unique to each region that have their own abilities. Mountain climbing chocobos, sky chocobos. I feel like sky chocobos should... I guess they don't all fly, do they? Some of them are like chickens. They just glide. So players will need to utilize the chocobos to fully explore every area. New interpretations of classic locations and moments. Oh, we're only halfway through this. Is there a similar balance for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Okay, this is... I saw some of this on Maximilian Dude's channel. He was streaming a lot of this. So, as with the previous game, strive for a balance between new and old scenes. Take on more new challenges than we did in Remake with some of the new scenes. I'm confident they will be enjoyed by everyone. Look at this chocobo. I need it. I need it now. I need this chocobo in my life. What is the function of the world map? Vast and expansive, so not all the locations on it will be used in the main story alone. Volume-wise, the amount of side content in Rebirth is nearly double that of the main quest content. Depends how long the main content is to really determine if double is a lot. Right? If it's 12 hours of story content, then you've only got 24 hours of side content. You know what I'm saying? Players who want to enjoy Final Fantasy VII setting on an even deeper level can explore all corners of the world, discovering many different places and new stories and battles and mini games. It'll also be possible to return to previous regions of the world even after the main quest moves forward. So you don't have to worry about leaving things behind unfinished. Direct continuation of Remake. Can players port over their save? So we're talking, like, I remember when I played .hack GU, that was all very, you get to like level 50 in the first one, 100 in the second, I think 150 in the third, and you could carry your progress directly through, weapons, experience, etc. We've announced that the 7 Remake project will be a trilogy and that each entry will be standalone in its own right. So each game balancing is done independently, and a player's levels and abilities will not carry over from one to the next. We have created special bonuses for those who have played the previous, allowing them to start with a little something extra. So I guess something... Hold on. Let's load up this. Try to think of a game. Because Mass Effect only really carried story content forward, right? It didn't actually carry forward anything. We're here. Okay, so a little something extra. That does sound nice, but I bet you it's not going to be game breaking. What can you tell us about the soundtrack? Nobu's not here. I quit. It's much larger. Because of this, the team has created a variety of new music to go alongside that. We've also expanded the variety of musical genres this time around, so I think there'll be plenty to enjoy. Many rearrangements of classic tracks from the original. So I hope fans will enjoy comparing both iterations of the same song to see what has changed. For example, the music in the newly released trailer is a rearrangement of the main theme as a battle track. I wasn't really paying attention to the music, was I? Concept behind the new trailer. Are you excited for this, Merc? Every trailer has a specific purpose, and this is the second installment in the Final Fantasy project. There are people who have played the previous game or 360 fans who have built-in mysteries. But for newcomers or those who are simply interested in the series, we want to include a full overview of what kind of experience they'll have within this project, so there's less of a mysterious pretense to story this time around. We can look for that in the next trailer. Once on PC, yes. I heard somewhere about it being only 3-month exclusive, so PC might not be that far behind. Will the player get to control Sephiroth in the cutscene? Flashback. If you played the original, I'm sure you can guess which scene. You'll be able to control him in the scene, as you did in the original. I mean, you didn't control him in the original. He just acted on his own in your party. We'll believe it once I see it. Gold Saucer appears in the newly released trailer, but will players be able to enjoy the much anticipated date scene on the Ferris wheel? It's one of the major highlights of Gold Saucer, so it is included in the game. Please look forward to how it will appear in Rebirth. With its high resolution visuals. They're like, yeah, you get a high resolution date, bro. It's exactly what I needed in my single life. Showed the story up until the escape from Midgard, but what point does Rebirth take us up to? But the order in which you can explore locations is not the same as the original 7. Okay, and there are some shifts in the order. For example, Wutai, one of the major locations, not part of the route in the Rebirth, and will be visited in the next one. So, Sirens, we were talking about maybe that was Wu Tai. Wu Tai will not be here in this one, but in part 3. Although some changes in the order of the locations depicted in this title extended up to the Forgotten Capital, where the greatest fate of the 7 awaits you. Ah! Sad face. Some of us know what's going to happen. Where the greatest fate awaits you. I feel like there's something about the way this is worded. Like the entire first part of the game was changing fate. So it's saying like there's a decision at the end of this game that you may or may not get to make that could ruin or make things great. I'm curious how this is going to go. Hold on. Did I put this? Let's see. FF7 Rebirth PC. Oh, here we go, Merc. Make Sephi great again, right? Make Sephi great again. I wish she was more mysterious, honestly. But anyway, not available in other formats at least until May. The end of May, start of June. So release is February, March, April, May. Yeah, that's 3 months. So it says at least. So it's not saying a PC version will be available, but the exclusivity to PlayStation 5 is only 3 months. So I bet you they're considering that part 1 came out on PC. I wouldn't be surprised if they built this like everything forward into like functional on all the consoles, you know? Be pushed back to the holidays. Want to bet? I will bet you it will be at the end of summer. So I bet you like an August, September. So in like 1 year, we'll have the PC port. I might get the PC version, but you can bet your hairy balls I will be getting PlayStation first. And I will play that and probably not stream it because you guys like sound alerts and I like cutscenes. So probably... I mean, I might record my playthrough so you can like see my reactions. But that's also assuming I would edit things, like the current amount of stupid videos I'm supposed to be editing that I haven't touched because of Ever Crisis and various other games. So private stream for me since I don't have a PlayStation. I mean, I suppose I could stream it in Discord because then I wouldn't get notifications. You would just be there. We could do a Discord stream of it, and then I would maybe look at the chat every once in a while. I'm gonna do a lot of grinding in that, just so you know. Lots of grinding. You know what I mean? Also, note. After playing some of the Ever Crisis like story content, I've gotten to see more of Jessie's character, and I love her even more. Just saying. Jessie is the one for me, forever and ever. All right, so I'm excited. I am excited. Let's see the person who sent this to me. But yeah, maybe I'll put a poll up. If you guys want to see a Discord stream of it, I would consider it. Lighting will probably be crappy, so I can see the screen better. Okay, let's put you down, but like not in like a killing sort of way, just a saying. Today is a good day to die. What did you call my mother? It's right above. Just look up in the message, okay? Today is a good day to die is what I said about your mother. God, deal with it. Klingon, that's honorable. That's an honorable thing to have. Thank you, Kitsu, for your sub. I always love your sub. You can sub me any day. That is dinner. Who knew? I gotta go repair my Buster Sword because in the process of me freaking out about mods breaking everything, it smashed, it broke again. It's just a tip, exact same spot where it was. The rest of it actually seems to be holding together pretty nicely and there's no actual other damage. So, woo me. Just gotta fix that tip again. It's always about the tip. Raid with honor so that we can dine in glory. We're hungry, demand food from their pantry and all other loot that we can get as raiders. And stay active, stay healthy, be happy, and forevermore, gird your loins. Gird them thoroughly. Good the tip.